morning.
This intro, it's Kurokumo Day. Kurokumo Day has arrived. Today, I have literally put up part 69, burned through the intervallo on hard mode to get all the scabbards, and sat down to record this, because I'm like, it's motherfucking Kurokumo Day. Welcome to a Limbus double bill. Haven't done it since New Year's Day. It wasn't really a double build, that was all supposed to be one video, but the point is, I'm very fucking excited. We're finally here now. I will hopefully get the IDs that I want. We'll probably do the upties as well, and then we'll give them a test to see how they do. But before we go spend the scabbards, which is a guaranteed, because that's how we'll get Heathcliff, we need to go get Ishmael, who is looking fucking magnificent, by the way. Jesus Christ. Not bad. Now the question is, how many resources will this cost me? I will probably P-roll this if I have to, because of course I will. Of course I would. I need my Kurokumo team. I have to have it. It's not a case of, oh, I'd quite like to have the full set. I need it. I need it. I've wanted this for so long. And I've been so fucking lucky that this has come out when it's come out, just as I've got this team together. I've got to make it happen. I have to. I haven't spent the money that I was given for the Kurokumo fund just yet, because it would also be nice to buy food. But if I need to, I will. I absolutely will. Very grateful for that, by the way. Let's keep it going. I was expecting nothing on the first pull, was truly unsurprised by this situation. But there's got to be something. At the very least, we might get some other new IDs I haven't got yet. There's still the other Blood Fiends I don't have, and I think there's some other stuff I haven't managed to grab, like, well, Arda Blossom Faust for one. And there are some other IDs as well, like Rhino Merceau and stuff. There are plenty of things we could get, but I know what I want. And what I want is Kurokumo Ishmael, desperately. I need to see what these IDs can do. I also want to make a sheer association team at some point, but one thing at a time, alright? We've still got a full stop office team needed for Kanto 8, so I've got a lot of teams that I want to build that I'm going to have to do as and when I can. At the moment, let's focus on Kurokumo. I wouldn't be particularly sad if I took Kurokumo into Kanto 8, but I am planning to take full stop. I'll probably end up taking Kurokumo into, say, Refraction Railway, if and when that comes out, because that makes a lot of sense. But I would like to put together full stop for Kanto 8, because I think that'd be cool. And team up attacks, fucking love team up attacks, all about team up attacks. I'm getting a whole lot of nothing so far, not even a schmeckle of a katana scene anywhere. Well, that's not true, Sheer Association has them. See, there's a katana right there. Point is, not what I wanted. That's okay. That was all of our tens of extraction tickets, which we can get more, actually. So even if I use up all of this and still get nothing, it's not over yet. Come on, video game, be nice to me. You know you want to. You know you want to be nice to Foreman. I'm very loud and I complain a lot when I don't get what I want, and I will start talking about how Limbus is actually total garbage. Like, the 70 plus videos leading up to this moment have actually been a total lie if I don't get what I want.
원망도 뉘우침도 소용이 없었음. 그저 무언가를 잡으려 애썼을 뿐.
That's fucking sick. That's fucking sick. That's dope. Thoracalgia, Ryoshu, I've not seen this anywhere. That's fucking sick. Okay, cool, wonderful. It's not what I want though, so this game is actually total crap. Oh, wait.
이런 건 아래 애들 시키라니까. 뒷골목의 규칙을 좀 알려주고 오지.
The rules of the back streets. I didn't even know they released him as a fucking announcer. That's hilarious. But we do all love him. He is very cool. As much as he's an absolute fucker to fight, that kind of is what makes him super cool. So I got two new things and neither of them were what I wanted. No one's surprised, least of all me. It's fine. We go back in. We do what we gotta do. It's still not looking great, but as we know, it can literally pop up anywhere at any time, so I'm constantly on the edge of my seat. My heart, I've got palpitations, my blood pressure has never been as high as it is right now. We're in there. Please be nice to me. I don't want to have to spend 20,000 lunacy or so getting this one identity, but I might have to. It might turn out that way. Okay, yeah, that's about right. So she is a rank 3. That's worth keeping in mind for like, okay, I can see visually whether or not I'm getting what I want. Instead of being hopeful and surprised, I don't know, that's a different color. Well, we're going there last then, aren't we, lads? We're going there last. That's the last place we're going. That's the way we have to do things. This is the way we've always done things. So I wanted to talk a little bit, I guess, until something happens, about LCB checkup. And in terms of intervalos, I think it's all right. I don't think it's one of the better intervalos we've gotten, but I should qualify that statement by saying it was a lot of fun. All the intervalos have been really fun, but out of all the intervalos, I feel like that was not particularly up there. Still very good, though. I liked it a lot. For fuck's sake! That's what I get for talking shit about LCB Checkup. But yeah, let me be clear. LCB Checkup is not bad at all. I really liked it. It was a lot of fun. It was really cool, and we learned a lot of things. But in terms of overall, like, I don't know, intervalo rankings, it's not one of the best, in my opinion. That doesn't mean it's bad at all. I have to qualify these statements or people shout at me. And, you know, despite the fact that I shout at things, I'm actually very fragile. So, you know, I need people to not shout at me. But, you know, like, Time Killing Time was an exceptionally good intervalo. Murder on the Warp Express was also really good. I know it's old as fuck now, but the fucking chicken one was amazing. Hell's Chicken, that's it. Hell's Chicken was still my favorite. I wouldn't sit here and try and tell you it's the best intervalo. I wouldn't make a case for it, but it is my favorite. Come on.
용모가 있다면 조금 있다 오시죠. 칼날을 정돈하는 시간을 방해받고 싶진 않으니.
Oh, yes. Absolutely smoking. So we've got 2 clan captains in our team. One, I think, significantly stronger than the other. But both equally attractive. Ah, you love to see it. Just in time for me to run out of lunacy. This is the only way it could have gone. Okay. We got something else to do. As you can see, I've got a lot of scabbards because I brought a hybrid Kurokumo Blade Lineage team into a hard remake of You Of My Flesh to Claim Their Bones Intervalo, and I haven't finished the dungeon yet, but I still have enough to get Heathcliff. So let's get Heathcliff. Oh, yes.
조직끼리 모여서 한다는 게 이딴 시시한 회의라니. 대체 결전은 언제 하는 건데?
Ah, hell yeah. Oh, that's so good. Of course he's a Wakashu. He can't be a captain, it's not his style. When's the showdown? When's the strife? When are we gonna split some fucking clouds? Right? Ah, and now finally, because these two are very good identities, but they never really fit this very well. Like, a lot of Heathcliff's identities, support passives use Envy, or at least most of mine do, so there wasn't really a good identity to have on this team, but now, there is. Oh, but there is. Oh, but there is. Oh, but it's amazing. Oh, yes. Oh, very good. All right, well, let's have a look at you two. 2 fucking triple rank IDs. Marvelous. Heathcliff, lad, how's it going? Wrath, Pride, and just quickly for, yeah, Lust. Good, that's what we want. Lenticular Rend, gain defense power up next turn, once per turn. Bleed, offense down. Very Kurokumo. Storm Cloud, bleed count, attack power down. That's really good, and that's just up tie 1. But bleed count is definitely what we need. I need to up tie Ryoshu to level 4. I need to do that. And finally, Thunder Cleave. Target 6+ bleed, coin power +1, gain 1 cumulus wall. I remember that skill from Ruiner. Max stack 1, defense skill power, final power +1. This effect expires a turn end or after attack for the following. Rules to the back streets. Inflict 2 bleed, final coin deals more damage. Inflict slash fragility, final coin deals more damage. Deal 10% more damage for every type of negative effect on the target. Yeah, see, I think, I can only say this from where I'm sat right now, so I might be wrong, but I think what they're trying to lean into of Kurokumo now is kind of what Ring Sang leans into, where it's like, yeah, a lot of bleed, but mainly capitalizing on negative effects, which is pretty fucking cool. And then rules to the back streets clashable counter. If Kurokumo clan Captain Ishmael is on the field, activate the following. Convert all coins in the skill into unbreakable coins. Final power +3 to the skill upon clash, lose. If this unit has Cumulus Wall, unconditionally activate all reuse effects on this skill's coins. 2 bleed. If this unit has Dark Cloud Blade, slash power, inflict 1 bleed on hit with slash skills, reuse coin once per skill. If this unit has Battle Ready, reuse coin once per skill. Bleed potency and count inflicted with this unit skill. Coin effects +1. Gain 1/ power up and 3/ damage up for the duration of this encounter. Oh! When a Kurokumo clan ally dies, gain 1/ power up for this encounter. When 3 or more Kurokumo clan allies are defeated, gain battle ready for this encounter. So they've almost designed, I don't know about Ishmael because I haven't checked yet, but I feel like they may have designed Heathcliff around the idea of like, look, we know that those Kurokumo identities are not crap, but a bit underwhelming. So we're going to lean into it where, okay, we can't just rewrite all those identities and make them amazing. Maybe they could, but they're not going to, I don't think. So instead, we're going to lean into the fact that, like, yeah, you might lose them, and that will make Heathcliff way stronger when it happens. Like, getting battle ready alone will make him significantly stronger, combined with his rules of the Backstreets Clash, which will make him super fucking strong. And it also leans into what it's like to fight Jun, in that he would be the last one left and he would start dusting your team. With rules of the Backstreets, usually. Fucker. Dark Cloud Blade +3 Lust Resonance. When there are 2+ allied Kurokumo clan identities on the field, including this unit, gain 1 Dark Cloud Blade. Lovely. Against enemies that in this turn use defense skills or at max HP before attacking, deal more damage. If an enemy attacked another ally with a skill and dealt damage this turn, use an unopposed attack against the attacker with skill 1. That's fucking amazing. Even though it's once per turn, that's basically a free counter. And Heathcliff doesn't even have to take the hit. Impale. One ally with the fastest speed against enemies that use defense skills or at max HP before attacking this turn, deal +10% more damage. Yeah, that's alright. It's not terrible. But bearing in mind, this is all upside 1. Like, I haven't gone into it yet, as it were. We haven't had a proper look. And because Rules of the Backstreets is so good, you could frequently use Heathcliff to get those Lust Resonances, which means I can get, for example, Faust's Whispers going for more SP. I can start fights gaining SP quickly to make everyone fight as well as they can, and Heathcliff can just retaliate against people. Now, there's nothing here that seems to... Although it is a clashable counter, so that's a thing. But there's nothing here that seems to reduce damage on himself. So he's not invincible, you know? He's not like, oh, you just can't kill him. He is vulnerable, but damage, though. All right, Ishmael, what do you got? So Envy, which is unusual for Kurokumo. Pride, and of course, Lust, and I don't know what the defense skill will be. Bleed offense level down, standard. Once again, this is all upside 1, so everything's going to be less good than it would be normally. Sharpen Blade on 2 other Kurokumo clan identities with the fastest speed, apply 1 damage up, helpful. If there are 6+ Kurokumo clan allies, including this unit, apply 2 damage up to 5 allies instead. Bleed and bleed count, useful. If unit has if target has 6+ bleed, coin power +1, inflict 2 bleed count, inflict 3 bleed, activate bleed on the target 3 times, and reduce their bleed count by 3. Inkover is something that will have to be used carefully, I see, but has a lot of potential. Once again, it's upside 1, so, you know. Combat start, gain 1 protection once per turn. That's basically like Rhodia's, but better, because she gains the fucking protection before the counter happens, or, sorry, the defense skill happens, not after, and it's an evade. So she can have her cake and eat it too, in regards to her defense skill, where she can dodge it, and if she fails to dodge it, well, she takes like, what, 10% less damage or something? Which isn't tons, but it's something. When a Kurokumo clan ally dies, gain 1/ power up. When 3 or more, gain battle ready. Okay, so she can become fucking ridiculous as well. Combat start, if there are 2+ allied Kurokumo clan identities in this encounter, including this unit, gain 1 Dark Cloud Blade. Apply 1 Dark Cloud to Kurokumo clan identities adjacent to this unit on the dashboard. She is pretty good at being a leader. Which, now that we've just gone through, LCB checkup, makes a lot more sense. Very Captain Ishmael. You know, on, to me. Cloud Workshop Blade. 1 ally of the fastest speed inflicts 1 more bleed. Yeah, no, she's a solid bleed support then, but you'd probably want to have her on the field because she's kind of fucking sick. All right, well, let's go through the upsides then. We'll start with Heathcliff. So, extra coin power on bleed, extra coin power on bleed, inflicts, heads hit, inflicts 1 slash fragility. Didn't it do that anyway? No, it didn't. No, that was only here. Okay, yeah, no, so skill 2 just got a lot more interesting. And basically means that the second coin of Storm Cloud will hit a lot harder. And of course, it unlocks the passive. I'm going to need more thread. I'm going to need a lot more thread, but that's fine. I'll work on it. So decent speed, Thundercleave. More coin power on Lenticular End, very nice. More base power on Storm Cloud, very nice. And of course, the support passive. I need to go do the thread exchange. All right, let's do this.
또 덤비고 싶은 놈 없지?
Oh, he looks so cool. What a fucking chat he is, goddamn. Oh, I've been waiting for these two for so long. Hasn't even been that long, but it feels like so long. What a mess. When one thinks of an assembly, their brain might conjure the image of a forum for discussion, a place to hash out each other's differences with words. That's not what this was. But that is a rare sight in this city. There's no need to look very far for an example. This child is sitting in one. Let's get one thing straight. It's the Tepu family's fuck-ups that cause local merchants to jump ship, yes or no? Nekomata? What is that, Catboy Mafia? You know what? It's probably pretty scary. Fundamentally speaking, the Kurokumo clan has the responsibility to pay a greater share of the tribute we send. They're raking it in with their protection business, aren't they? The Knots do not wish to be a part of this argument. I have no strong feelings one way or the other. I fucking love being neutral. My fault, your fault, you should pay more, no you should. People sitting in a room hazy with cigarette stench, barking impractical, meaningless boasts at each other. The child looks at them with open exasperation. I am in agreement, but we are currently here in an official capacity. Don't be so rash in your speech. No, I doubt those sods can hear us over that bloody racket. How did it come to this? Are we gonna get a Kurokumo Otis? Just because she's here, it doesn't mean we will. Plus, you know, we've got 6 sinners as Kurokumo and 6 sinners as Blade lineage. Like, I don't think they're gonna overlap. But then again, there's like, what, 10 more years of potential You and My Flesh to claim their bones events? It's distinctly possible, isn't it? Or they might just retire the event after this one, who knows? If you're so mad about it, go tell them yourself. Have you forgotten? An overwhelming majority of the syndicates that have gathered here are the Thumb's subsidiaries. I am but a Wakushu. I am in no place to talk, unless someone were to bestow me with the appropriate authority. It seems that even Captain Ishmael... You know, I didn't make that connection. I just didn't. I love both Captain Ishmaels. They're both the best fucking IDs ever. Is unwilling to join the cacophony. The Kurokumo clan, the syndicate the child was a part of, was not exactly in a great position among those present. The Patriarch had, after an unfortunate incident, excused himself for a moment, and the former captain, who entered the library, was never heard from again. That'd be Sayo, right? Was Sayo a captain? I feel like she was. The only one with any degree of authority left was the newly and hastily appointed captain. Although, maybe in this context it was Gregor. But then again, Gregor was about to fight, Bamboo Hat Kim. So he might just be dead in this setting. It's distinctly possible. Don't know. This plot isn't as significant as the real plot, but it is interesting to think about. Though she was technically the acting head of the syndicate, an authority given by the Patriarch, it was inevitable that the other syndicates would look down on them. Well, I'm sure the lass can handle this. Your faith in the captain seems to have grown since the last time we met. You seem to be bickering endlessly with her at the last assembly. Can't say I'm on good terms with her even now, but going out for drinks together helps mend some things, build rapport, and what have you. It's a bit of solidarity, innit? We've both wandered for a while before joining the syndicate. We both have right bad bastards to get back at. You see the picture? But I suppose that's no longer true now that she outranks you. Can you have been a tad nicer about that, Jab? Oh well, she does deserve to be up there. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. I remember making a promise with myself that I'd go back there as a successful man. A man of quality. But now, I'm not so sure. What was I doing all this for anyway? Why even go back? Someone once told me that only people with a clearly defined goal get to the top, like the lass. Seems like a sensible sort, this someone of yours. Yeah, boss man Mateo used to rely on him back at T-Corp. Mateo? As in Matt? Matthew, perhaps? Who knows? Oh, the assembly's breaking, I think? Looks like we're just going in circles. Let's reconvene tomorrow. Agreed. We'll never come to an agreement at this rate. Seconded. Seconded. Oh, no. Heathcliff. Oh, what's it? Whispering all of a sudden. Make sure that the boys and girls stay on high alert tonight. Something's brewing. You serious, lass? There's gotta be a screw loose in the head to attack the Kurokumo clan on our own turf. I got this feeling from the conversation that they're trying to hone in on one of our businesses. Besides, they asked me where we were staying multiple times. Ah, these crazy bastards. Fine, let them try. I'll tear their heads from there. It's just a suspicion at the moment. Don't get too worked up yet. Anyways, I'm trusting you with this, okay? Some time passes and dark clouds shroud the moon in shadow. The child's suspicious. The child's suspicious. A typo in my new identity? I want all of the lunacy I spent back in recompense. This is fucking outrageous. The child's suspicions had been true. A few suspicious figures quietly stepped into the child's bedroom. They loomed over him for a moment before unsheathing their blades and stabbed, aiming straight for the child's untattooed neck. Ah. She weren't kidding. But the blade could not break his skin. That's what happened. Black tattoos drawn over various parts of his body quickly crowded around his neck like tufts of cloud. Oh, that's a great thing for tattoos to do. That's super cool. And the sword, clashing with the tattoo, slid off harmlessly. This ain't the first time, but blimey, so that wasn't the end of it, yeah? What the hell? What is that? Kurokumo clan tattoos, lads? Your little knives won't work on me. Or do you not have these where you're from? The child's own blade flashed in the dark and struck the assassin in the neck, felling him to the ground. As soon as their death was confirmed, the child leaped from his bed and joined the others in the street. There. Weren't you the one who warned us to stay alert? How come you're the last to join us? I was luring them in there. I don't want to hear you nagging about. Never mind, anyways. Just how many of them are there? More than we expected. More syndicates were in on this alliance than we thought. Various syndicates had gathered in the streets to challenge the Kurokumo clan. Underestimating the Kurokumo clan, eh? Bastards. The captain will be here soon. We just have to hold out until she... Nope. Holding out ain't like the captain. We'll fight our way through them. I bet they're planning to go for the showdown with her anyway. The showdown. Syndicates of the eastern region often employed this tradition when making important decisions. Of course, losing or refusing did not result in consequences in any official capacity. In the eastern part of the city, where showdowns become a part of the culture, in a way, defeat often meant that the morale of the allies would be severely dampened. And as morale was quite an important element in battles with high headcounts, looks like we're gonna have to pave the way for her to accept their boss's challenge. The child rushed forward, blade in hand. Weaker attacks glanced off his enhancement tattoos, as he focused on furiously cutting down the endless swarm of enemies. But his powerful charge eventually came to a grinding halt. The enemy syndicate's boss had blocked his path. Ugh. The child, sorry, my own noise made me laugh. The child fought to the best of his abilities, but after having cut through countless enemies, he was exhausted. 1, 2, 3. The child's form began to break with each clash. And when even the enhancement tattoos couldn't block their onslaught, the child fell to his knees. Shite. Oh, I'm almost there. And that's when... Why didn't you wait? Just look at you, you're a mess. Light footsteps approached from behind him. Oi, Captain. There was a shitload of them. I did all quite alright considering the odds, didn't I? Oh, we past giving a shit about respect now. This is hardly the time to be facetious. Yeah, whatever you say. If I zipped up and acted all serious, you would have scolded me for trying too hard to look cool. True. Just the same old ass, ain't you? His vision began to grow faint, like gathering clouds under a clear sky, but her voice was coming through clear. My name is Ishmael, 34th captain of the Kurokumo clan. She never lost a fight, she began with that line. The child grinned with relief even as he felt his consciousness leave. That's great. She has a line where it's like, okay, I'm being serious now. This is my fucking serious face. This is my serious line for serious fighting. I appreciate that. Check out Uptide 4. More coin power per bleed. More defense power up. Coin power per bleed. Defense power up. 2 attack power down per turn is pretty fucking strong. More base value on Thundercleave. More coin power for bleed. Clash win gain Dark Cloud Blade. Okay, that's pretty fucking good. The damage bonus for negative effects can go up to 100%. But getting 10 different negative effects on someone might be quite tricky. Not impossible at all, but tricky. Rules of the Back Streets now does more damage to enemies with negative effects. If the enemy killed another ally, or if the said ally's HP is less than 25% after the enemy's attack, use an unopposed attack against the attacker with Rules of the Back Streets instead. Once per ally, 2 times per turn. The skill activated with this effect counts as an attack skill. That's insanely good. I'm doing that right now. Fuck it. We will be strong. Now I need more thread. It's fine, don't worry about it. So you have to understand how fucking thrilled I am that Ishmael's ID for the Kurokumo clan is basically Kurokumo clan Captain Ishmael. Like, granted, she doesn't have, you know, the pride skill 2 that she has as Captain Ishmael, which is one of the best things, and she probably doesn't talk as much, but still, it stays essentially the idea they've gone with, albeit obviously it's more Kurokumo than like Pecod Captain, obviously, but they still lent into the concept a little bit, which is very enjoyable for me. So coin power on bleed, slash fragility, slash power up, and the passive. And now I need thread. I'll spend, I don't give a shit. Alright. So we gain the skill 3, naturally. More coin power on cleanup. More base power on sharpen blade. And the support passive.
흑운의 34대 보조장 미스나엘. 당신의 결전 신청 받아들이죠.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, she looks cool. Oh, she looks really cool. Captain, about the, my deepest apologies. I did not realize that you were cleaning the kukunto. I have no idea if that's how it's pronounced. You know the drill. Don't worry about it. You must have something important to report. If you don't, then I suppose I might delay cleaning my blade until later. It's about the library. The library, ma'am. You just saved your life. Oh, I was kidding, of course. A little bit of Kurokumo humor. You could have died, though. Anyway. Whew. I didn't have very high expectations anyway, but there was nothing new about our former captain this time either. When we first heard of the news of her disappearance, we wondered if she'd pissed off the wrong capo of the thumb or something. We'd always get so worried about her whenever she had to interact with the thumb, given her very distinct lack of filters. I think they are talking about Sayo. But when we heard from the thumb that she hadn't stopped by to pay our tributes, we realized that she'd been done in by that library. Captain, the entire city must know about the library by now, and it's not like the Kurokumo clan's short on people on the case. But we haven't been able to hear a peep about that library. What if it's just a rumor? Are you implying that the former captain has abandoned our syndicate? I suppose that could also be an explanation. She's not the kind of person to go quietly in some ditch. I can't think of any other reason she might disappear like this without a trace. We did hear that the site of the former L Corp had suddenly turned into an empty lot, but that is quite the ridiculous news as well. Captain, I understand it hasn't been too long since the Sakazuki ceremony, but it's not exactly rare for someone to just disappear like that, especially in our line of work. I'm just as confused as you are as to how this happened, but you must steel yourself for our syndicate. I can't stop the search now. While I will take your words into account, But you are our captain now. Look at me. You are the captain now. My blade is still slick with blood. I wonder if I can get some more use out of it before I'll have to clean it fully. Allow me to excuse myself. Well, I did think that this position would be mine were it ever to become vacant for whatever reason, but I didn't think it would happen this soon. Or this abruptly, for that matter. No instructions on what to do, while my responsibilities are nothing. When I walked into this room after that hasty and chaotic succession ceremony, this blade alone, marked with 4 characters signifying the 34th, greeted me. I did sort of look forward to receiving this blade, wondering if I'd be bestowed with one once I rose through the ranks, but now that I have it in my hands, it just feels like a burdensome sense of duty, especially without knowing what I'm supposed to be doing here. I was curious to learn more about the dark and ruthless world of the syndicates that low-ranking underlings could never dream of accessing, but all I'm doing every day is just staring into documents like I'm some middle manager of an office. If only some disaster would happen so I can get some fresh air. Oh. The desk calendar came into focus as I sat there, staring blankly at it as my right arm restlessly lamented the lack of action. The gathering of Thumb's subsidiaries was in 3 days. Looks like I'll at least get to see some blood soon. I can't help but grin a little at this news. I suppose I'm not in a syndicate for nothing. The thrill of battle, the feeling of swinging my blade in a fight is my only outlet for my frustrations. 3 days later... Captain... Didn't you get all giddy and reward yourself another layer of enhancement tattoos when I became a captain? How come they've already reduced you to this bloodied pile of raggedy flesh, Heathcliff? Oh, there was a shitload of them. Oh, I did quite alright considering the odds, didn't I? This same guy who's presently giving me the snark also gave me a 90-degree bow when he first joined the syndicate, going on and on about how he'll always worship me as his superior. Are we past giving a shit about respect now? This is hardly the time to be facetious. Yeah, whatever you say. If I zipped up and acted all serious, you would have scolded me for trying too hard to look cool. True. Just the same old ass, ain't you? I heard him falling and planting his face on the floor, but I don't turn around. I don't look back. He might be a dumbass, but he's one tough bastard. So as his captain, in return for his services... What, did you think that you no-name rabbles could surpass Kurokumo clan by making an alliance? I suppose I'll have to make sure my underlings' efforts weren't for nothing. They did clear a path to their syndicate boss against such overwhelming odds. Listen, at the end of the day, we're all just dogs eating from the same bowl the thumb tosses us. I never wanted things to come to this. But you brought this upon yourselves. You just couldn't resist hoarding all that territory, huh? You said so back at the gathering. Fuck off. You've been jumping at every opportunity to bury me. Have we ever heard Ishmael say fuck? Maybe during Canto 5. But not very often. Yo, Captain Girl, we've already drawn our swords, haven't we? Let's not waste any more time. It's tradition in this line of business, after all. This showdown. Aren't showdowns supposed to be 1 versus 1 duels between the heads of syndicates? Oh, you bet it's gonna be 1 versus 1, alright? It's just gonna be 3 consecutive duels, that's what. Yeah, I had a feeling that's what you were going for. Oh well. Come on, I'll take all 3 of you at once. Let's get this shit over with. You little fuck. Alright, are we having a showdown or are you packing for a picnic? Let's go. Let's start already so I can cut off your tongue first thing. Ah, yes. My name is Ishmael, 34th captain of the Kurokumo clan, and I accept your showdown challenge. This is what I was born for. Ah, shoot, they both rule. They're both fucking fantastic. I love all the identities of the Kurokumo clan. I love all of them. They're all fucking brilliant. They're all fucking brilliant. I haven't even seen these 2 in combat yet. I just know they're gonna be good. That's really it, isn't it? So she starts gaining extra damage on negative effects on the target, as well as additional coin power for bleed. Coin power for bleed, more damage, up to 50% this time. That one's 30%. Extra base power on ink over. Coin power for bleed. On kill, gain 2 slash power up next turn. Deal 10% more damage for every type of negative effect on the target, max 100%. Scattering slash, combat style on 2 plus highest resin. Allied Kurokumo clan identities, including this unit with the fastest speed, apply 2 defense power up once per turn. Yeah, no, that is good. Being able to power up our own evade is useful. Also making it last is extremely useful. At 4 plus Lust Resin, apply 1 Dark Cloud to all other Kurokumo clan allies. Converts all of this unit's base attack skill coins used this turn to unbreakable coins, prevents damage from staggering this unit until skill end, and inflicts +1 more of bleed effects. That's fucking insane. That's mad. That's nuts. And all you need is +4 Lust Resin. Even in a focused encounter, that's pretty fucking easy. Gimme. Gimme, gimme. Gimme, 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 gimme. I don't give a fuck. I'll spend all of these. I truly do not care. Let's fucking do this. Oh, yeah. Well, she can do a lot of bleed count with this upgrade. Let's get this fucking going. I want my Kurokumo team. Now, I know someone mentioned, like, yeah, I'm probably going to take out Hong Le from my Kurokumo team because he works better with teams that don't apply bleed very well. And to be fair, what they said made a lot of sense. Like, I read it and I was like, yeah, no, that checks out. I'm still going to use Hong Le because I want my Kurokumo team. I really do. And Cloud Cutter is still good as an opener, but I definitely saw where they were coming from when they said that. Because it's like, yeah, if you perhaps, I don't know, replaced Hong Le with Ring Sang, for example, that's some power. And it's another character that is doing extra damage based on, the number of negative effects the opponent has, and is also applying plenty of bleed and benefiting from bleed. Like, I would say that would probably be the best way to go. Maybe replace Rhodia with a different one as well. But like I just said, I'm keeping all the Kurokumo because I want my Kurokumo team. But for those, I bet a lot of you out there are fucking rubbing your hands at this because you're like, there's a lot of potential here. There's a lot of shit you can work with. Just so you're all aware, I am egregiously converting like ego shards into thread at the moment, which is a bad move, and I'm not going to pretend it isn't a bad move. I'm not justifying it, but I forgot I had this for a start. That's really helpful. But also, I have like 365 ego shard crates, so if there's something I want, I can get it. It's not a big deal. I still acknowledge that I'm probably not being very efficient about this though. So if you're like, Foreman, I don't think you realize how stupid you're being with your ego shards right now. I do. I honestly do. I just don't care at this exact moment. I want my team. I want my team done right. I'm fucking thrilled, lads. I really am. I'm absolutely thrilled. So happy. Like, I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to be funny about it and be like, oh, just make all my noises and whatever. I'm just fucking chuffed to bits. Absolutely chuffed to bits. She's never going to be amazing, I don't think. but I don't really care. I just like her. And I've said that so many fucking times now, I swear. So, how quickly can we level you up? All right, not bad. Cool, well, let's get Ishmael level 50. That's a significant jump. Yes. Max level has been reached. Heathcliff, your turn. We haven't got quite enough right now, but that's fine. I can make it work. I still have rewards to spend. And I got the main thing that I wanted from this, which was Heathcliff. So maybe it's time for some fucking experience tickets. Obviously, I want to get those extraction tickets, but I'll do it later. And the thread, obviously. That might just get him to level fucking 50. Maybe. Yes. A bit of a waste, but that'll carry over when the level cap goes up, I think. So it'll be all right. There we go. Level 50s. Oh, yes. And all up tie 4 as well. Tie 4. Up tie 4. Up tie 4. Up tie 4. Up tie 4. And wait for it. Up tie 4. Oh, yes. Yeah, you see? I want rewards. I want those scabbards. I want those fucking scabbards. And we're gonna need to get these eventually anyway, so...
출정 전야는 반드시 고요한 법이죠. 마침 달도 가득 차올랐군요.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Just fantastic. Blade lineage, Salzu, Faust. Good stuff. I don't have quite enough for Sinclair right now. Alright, I'll have to wait before I get, Sinclair, because I just don't have enough ego shards. Funnily enough, I wasted them all getting thread. You know, that thing I probably shouldn't have done? It's no big deal, though. Hey, Faust. Poise count, red plum blossom, unique bleed. She does bleed. Max value 10, plus 10% chance for this unit to be critically hit if this unit is the main target. When struck by a critical hit, gain bleed equal to half the value and take value times 3% damage on critical hit. Reduce value by 1 when hit. Okay, so red plum blossom is potentially really good. Red plum blossom scatter. Deal 3% damage for every red plum blossom on target. Clash win, consume half the poise count itself, and then gain poise equal to the poise count consumed. Inflict like 10 red plum blossom. Goddamn. On crit, inflict 1 red plum blossom. Jesus Christ. So in mirror dungeons, she must be insane. Because obviously you're boosting your poise gain to all hell, which means practically every swing is a crit. Oh, we've got a lot to work with. Oh. Got a lot to work with. But yeah, I'm here for big rewards, and here's what we're gonna do, right? Because your boy don't do half measures. You see, before the recording, I fought the normal version on hard mode of Bamboo Hat Kim. You know, I fought him here, and I just about won. Like, I think my backup team would have handled it, but it got pretty dire. It got pretty close. You know, we were taking some damage. He'd lasted a long time, and that worried me because this is like the not end of dungeon version of him. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to blast through the dungeon. This isn't going to be a long video. I don't intend it to be. We're not going to go through the dungeon properly and go through all the cutscenes because we've done it before and there's no point. We're going to go fight Kim at the end of this dungeon and see what we can do. Okay? And we're going to get a lot of scabbards. Yes, we are. And I'm thinking rusted muzzle because amount of bleed would be really good. Because I've found in a lot of cases with bleed teams that sometimes you don't even need to beat your opponent, you just need to clash with them enough that they fall over on their own. Like, you don't even need to win that clash. Sometimes it can be that simple, and I think rusted muzzle will help with that. Let's count up these bonuses, shall we, ladies and gentlemen? 20, 60, 80, 100, 140, 160, 200, 240, 260, 280, 300. 300% more scabbards. If I win, admittedly, you know, that is a factor. Like, my backup team is basically useless, it's worth pointing out. Don't get me wrong, Kim So and Yi Sang are really good, and, you know, Don's pretty good too, but they are all underleveled. So I would have to be hoping they'd get in some free hits to win the fight if it comes to that. But really, I personally would consider it a loss if the Kurokumo team weren't able to handle this, because it's kind of about them, isn't it, really? Average level 39. Yeah, I'll handle it. Don't worry. Okay. So like I said, I will mostly skip through stuff because, you know, we're not here to actually do this dungeon properly. But we've got to like see. We've got to see. We need to see things, you know? All right, let's roll.
그대, 이 검이 필요하오.
So much money. Oh, yeah. Look at this smug bastard. I love him. She looks amazing. She looks exactly like Sayao did. Like, they pretty much made it almost exactly the same. But that's good. That's what I wanted. So if I remember correctly, we pretty much always want to have, like, +4 envy resonance. Because that's when we get good shit. I think it was Ishmael who provides particular benefits on that front. At 4+ Lust Resin, apply 1 Dark Cloud to all other Kurokumo clan allies. Yeah. So if he has rule... I forgot to sort out ego. That's fine. It's okay, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Considering that Gregor can only use Lenticular End this turn, I'm thinking open with Cloud Cutter, then get the 4 Lust Resin on that, and then go clean up. And we'll just see how they do.
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
Oh, Heathcliff's got good form, and he's doing those attacks back as well. Nice. And now we don't even need to do that defense shit this time. Storm Cloud. Lenticular Swirl, Shadow Cloud, Scouring Slash. It's gonna be pretty vicious, lads.
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
Oh, it feels so good. It feels so good. Heathcliff's gonna kick his teeth in. Nice. It's not a lot of damage, but it helps. And it also means, thanks to those unbreakable coins, that we're always amassing bleed because our attacks are always getting through. Now, granted, an unbreakable coin that's been defeated does fuck all damage, but it applies the on-hit effects. I love you, Greg. I love you so much. But on hit, inflict 1 bleed count. Not on heads, not on clash, although there is a clash win bleed effect. On hit, inflict bleed count. Even if we're getting bodied, we're still applying bleed. It's insanely good. So fucking good. So fucking good. I'm sorry, lads. I just can't help it. Sharpen blade, ink over. For the 4+, go in.
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
Oh, Heathcliff, that's embarrassing. Cool move, though. Oh, gorgeous. Nice. He's dead. He's fucking dead. He was alive, but he's dead. Oh, these guys rule. Black Ledger. I can't remember what this does. Gain random ego resources equal to the number of enemies if there are 4 or more Blade Lineage or Kurokumo clan identities. Gain ego resources for the least owned ego affinity instead. Handy. Very handy. So just to clarify, that's all slash. Very good. And that's all slash. Very good. Okay. I wish I could equip ego, but it's too late now. It must be said that what is right is right. I want a slash ego gift. Give it to me. Who will speak? Rhodia again. Go on, you can do it. Yes, the blue letters slowly fade away and a new word appears in their place. Pleasure. The word stays there for a moment before transforming and falling to the floor. It transformed into an old weathered dopo robe. I don't know what that is. Dopo? Beats me. Old robe earned. Activates when there are 3 or more Blade Lineage identities. Oh. Damn it. All allies deal plus 50% more slash damage. Blade Lineage identities, skill 1 gains coin power plus 1, single coin, skill 1 gains coin power plus 3. Blade Lineage mental merso only, yield my flesh's skill final clash power minus 12 to claim their bones, deals plus 50% more damage. Okay, that could be like our Hail Mary if things go wrong. I dig it. Cool, go for him.
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
Get him, Heathcliff. Yes. He's so unrefined. I love it. Fantastic. Now, once I get my support passives in order, this will be even better. Like, Ring Yi Sang will do a lot as well. No chance. Embarrassing. Please stop. Yeah, there's a lot we could do to boost, like, bleed potential, maybe just SP gain for the purposes of becoming better in combat faster. There's a lot we can do. Oh, yes. Oh, it's so cool. Ah, so kill them. Very good. Big move time.
40.
Oh, yeah.
건물 말인데?
Yes. Oh, amazing. Oh, wonderful. Oh, I'm very happy. Oh, I'm very happy. Oh, I'm very happy. Oh, yes. Should we go fight? Is it a big fight? Well, let's go do a big fight. Why the fuck
이번에는
not?
누굴 베어버리면 되는 거야?
Do it.
거치적거리지 나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가
Oh, that's a great counter. I love that clash. That's super good. Staggered. Dead. Oh, I thought he was dead for a minute there. Not dead, but close.
흙을 마실 걸?
Yep, that's painful. Gregor took a lot. He might have to stay blocking for a while. I mean, this will do some stuff for sure.
못 쳐지게!
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
Oh, Greg. Oh, Greg. Oh, it's a bad day. I might just keep him blocking. He can just channel lust for us right now because he's got so much bleed. It's okay, buddy. Don't worry. We'll get you through. It's all right. It's all right. Don't worry. I got a plan, I swear. It's definitely a plan here. Yeah, I think we'll go rules to the back streets. It'll be all right. His rules to the back streets in return is going to suck. Let's see how it goes. There's a lot to learn here. I want to really figure out the particulars of this style.
40.
Oh. Amazing. It's really painful.
끝이야.
We can stack bleed on him though, it might work out. How's Gregor doing? 32 bleed. Yeah, he's gonna continue just being our fucking lost battery at this point. Make it happen, lads.
없겠지만 그렇게 할게요.
Ooh. Ooh. Can't be Ishmael, no chance. It's a lot of damage. This is gonna suck for— yeah, 4 hits! Yeah, Hongler! The double kill with Hongler!
검을 덜 갈았었나?
Oh, beautiful.
역시 모르네.
Good stuff. Yeah, that wasn't even too bad. I mean, Jun is still dangerous. Never pretend Jun ain't dangerous. But yeah, they handled that, and lithograph I think will be quite useful. Yeah, I do think so, actually. We can start skipping through these now, I reckon. We want to get to the big encounter and see how we do.
못 쳐지게!
나가서 싸워. 검을 덜.
좀더 잘 배울 수 있어?
뒤는 내가 봐주지.
이 피었잖아! 놈 나와! 우와!
40. 먹지. 이 정도로 나와 검을.
거참 재미없게.
Fucking staggering. Fucking amazing. They're so good. It's basically what I wanted from them. I don't know, I just couldn't be happier, really. I don't know what else to say. It wants Dante to do sick cutters all fucking day. During this encounter, when inflicting bleed potency or unique bleed for the first time against an enemy with an attack skill effect, inflict an additional +2 bleed count once per encounter. Kurokumo clan identities, when inflicting bleed against an enemy for the first time, inflict an additional 4 bleed potency and +4 bleed count instead. So I guess he's fucked, yeah? Kim's probably fucked. I'm gonna say Kim's probably fucked. We do need to heal though. We're taking some damage. That'll do. I'm gonna sell the Dopo robe because we don't need it. It doesn't help us. I'm gonna get the naughty plushie because extra damage on targets with bleed. And less damage from targets with bleed as well. So that'll be very helpful. And then we just upgrade this. Now every time we do damage, we'll do more bleed. And I'm pretty sure he's fucked. In fact, we have money that we don't even need, so let's just heal everyone. Okay, we're good to go, and the backup identities actually have a decent amount of SP if they need it. Though they're probably fucked if they step onto the field. Alright, let's do this. It's time to split the clouds, lads. Let's do this. Distorted Bamboo Had Kim. I don't know any of his conditions. Alright, that's fine. Maybe we could just kill him really quickly. We don't have a lot of pride. We have a lot of slash, which he is weak to. but not pride. Theoretically, everything should be fine. Go for it.
없겠지만 그렇게 할게요.
Very good. Many bleeds will come into play consistently. He might die very quickly. Ooh. Yeah, he's gonna have a bad time, I think. He's gonna have a bad time. His bleed's already at 51. This is just a small taster of how strong these guys can be in a mirror dungeon. Like, it can get way worse than this. 77 bleed with 22 count on the first turn. He's fucked. Well and truly. Oh dear, is he a little too fast for us? So I suppose we could just make sure he isn't. Yeah, that works for me. He's so fucked.
나가서 싸워.
I don't know why I came into this thinking, oh, this is gonna be a challenge. Like, it's got mirror dungeon mechanics. Of course he's fucking doomed. He's not getting buffed. It might be on hard mode, but so are we. He's already staggered. And he's got 99 bleed. And we're just beating his ass into the floor. Oh god. Oh jeez. Alright, I reckon this turn we actually don't want to use any lust skills because we want to be able to save them up for next turn. In fact, use our shits. I don't know if I want paralysis though. Yeah, I don't want paralysis. Scary. Makes him quite strong as it turns out.
나가서 싸워. 뒤는 내가 봐주지.
Very nice. He's taking many damages. Many damages. Many damages. So many damages. Lovely. He is quite upset now though, and he may begin to yield his flesh, which, yeah. I was hoping for more lust. Might be able to end this very quickly with Sanguine Desire. I don't know, we'll see.
나가서 싸워.
Oh,
뒤는 내가 봐주지.
it's almost better to let him do that attack actually, because he hurt himself more through. He's not going to survive to the end of the turn. Every clash is killing him very quickly. His counter killed it. Yeah. Perhaps not the most fair assessment of Kurokumo power because, you know, bleed identities and all, bleed gifts and all that. But yeah, I think we're working with something pretty strong here. Some pretty good stuff.
싱겁네요. 윗대가리가 죽었으니 이제 당신들도 우리 조직 밑에서 구르게 되겠죠. 식구 취급을 해주진 않으니 알아서 기세요.
Damn right. And what's that? Oh, 550 scabbards and 264 scabbards and like an extra 20 there for good measure. And we're still getting stuff for checkup as well, and some XP tickets for fun. Good. And a ton of lunacy for doing that as well. Not tons, but a fair amount. And there we go, hard mode cleared. Nice and easy. So needless to say, I'm going to have a lot of fun taking this team through the mirror dungeon. I'm going to have a good time with that, but I can't do it right now anyway. And also, there's not much point. It would be like 3 hours of me just being like, yeah, these guys get really good when you give them bleed stuff. And like, well, yeah, obviously. By this point, it'd be more interesting if someone was like, okay, so what can you mix with the Kurokumo team to get something more effective? And certainly, like, I fully respect people who are going to do that, but I wanted my Kurokumo team, just Kurokumo identities, and I've got it, and I'm very happy. In time, I'll probably start learning to try and blend different identities into this team to get the most effects. And there's probably a lot you could work with. To be fair, I reckon maybe Hook Office Honglu might be a good shout. There's a lot of bleed going on. And you only need, like, what, 4 Kurokumo clan identities in order to get the maximum effects? Oh no, there's an additional effect on Sharpened Blade if you have 6 Kurokumo clan units. 4 damage up to 50 to 5 allies instead. 40% extra damage for that turn. And it's on combat. Oh, buddy. Oh, there's some good stuff here. But yeah, that's all I've got time for today. I hope you enjoyed your double bill, I suppose. But I didn't want to delay this because A, you know, I wanted to do it now, and B, I didn't want to wait the necessary amount of time until doing this again and then have like the identity spoiled and their gimmicks spoiled and all that stuff. I wanted to come here and like figure it out. Also, I will say, obviously on this occasion, someone did let slip that the Kurokumo identities were coming, and then it was going to be Ishmael and Heathcliff, and that's all well and good and whatever. On this occasion, I was fine with it because I was like, look, the timing is ridiculous that I just happened to make a Kurokumo clan team, and now they're releasing new identities for it. I was very lucky in that regard, and that's super cool, and we had a lot of fun with it. But I will say now, just not in a shitty way, just asking, please, in the future, please do not notify me of what identities and events are coming up, okay? I don't want to know. You can say an event is coming up, you can say new identities are coming up, and you might be interested in one of them. That's totally cool, and I appreciate it if you do that. That's cool of you to try and sort of give me a nod to be like, hey, you might be interested in this, but please don't tell me what they are, because I don't want to know. I want to be surprised. On this occasion, it was different, and I'm not giving anyone shit, especially not the person who let that information slip. I'm not giving anyone shit for it whatsoever, not even slightly. But I will say, this is not going to be a new trend, all right? This is not a case of now, oh, all right, every single time there's a new event, new identities, I want you to tell me all about them. No, I would really appreciate it if we went back to what we did before, where you guys let me sit in complete and utter ignorance, and then I can turn up and be like, what the fuck's all this? And we can have a good time in that regard. I appreciate you guys' discretion on this front, as it has been through God knows how long. You know, I got through Kanto 7 without anything being spoiled and stuff like that. Appreciate your discretion. I hope you can maintain it, and I'd be very grateful if you did. But most of all, friends, thank you so much for watching. This has been a lot of fun. These guys fucking rule. Special thanks to our members and patrons: Raku Riku, Crescent, Tony the Horse, Cryolytic, Liar the Hexire, Abyssal Angie, Hotraman, Saga, Jack, The Elf Lord, Jordan Rothberg, Ninja Dog, Ember Fox, Grand Captain General Peace, Meanbag Beanbag Turtle, Malignant Humor, Cuds, Kana Samaria, Poe, Paul Triple Breck, Lifesteal, Mega Mr. Z-Man, Unclever Names, Summercat, Flanny, Painted Dragoon, Lit Potatoes, Proxy, Caminera, Moa, Heartland, Harrod J, Dresso, Sion Distance, Lol, Etherbin, Linky, Sion Cedar, Bimblewart, Alkia, Honeydew, Sweet Baby Red, Jessica Z, Plutonium, Bio, Jeremy Ghost, Lump Lullaby, K-Bub, Mashicow, The Frostbite, Monsoon, SCP-106A, Namad, and Kenny C800 for supporting me on YouTube and on Patreon. Thank you so much, guys, and thank you all so much for watching. Yeah, I'm pretty content. Yeah, I've got my favorite team now. I'm happy. I'm looking forward to making that full stop cross Blade Lineage team. I think that's going to be a really good time. I suppose I need to look into more teams as well now, because I've done the big one. Thanks to Project Moon and their timely release of new identities for it, I made the Kurokumo team, which was one of my big, goals, as it were, for a team to make. I think I'd like to revisit 7 at some point and perhaps tweak it to lean more towards Rupture. I reckon there are multiple identities I can work with there. I think the Fey Lantern identity that Yi Sang is going to get, well, it has got, but I haven't got yet, leans into Rupture. So that could be a good option for that team. There are also various other identities I can think of to help with Rupture, and combined with potential passives I could get to also improve Rupture, I reckon I can make something pretty solid out of that. I just hope I can keep the core as being 7 Association, but I might have to make a sacrifice on that front. Either, you know, less 7 for the sakes of better Rupture application, or more 7 for the sakes of personal flavor. We'll see. Maybe I'll get really lucky and PM will put out Dante from 7 Association as one of the identities. That would be pretty fucking dope. But we'll see. Regardless of all that, thank you so much for watching, and whatever happens next time, I hope I see you there. Doodles. Goodbye.